restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to the ground with the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Calls it in. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Wants to throw on 1st down. Swings it out to his running back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard. Loss of 6 on the play.
It's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. The official says no good. The kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move, creates some space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. The give to the back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him,
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner will be knocked down. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Peters. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. With jet sweep pass. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to quote that.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They pointed him. Don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the field.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his his own arm down. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Quickly complete. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
As a quarterback, that's why I love the slant throw, because it can work third and short. It can also work third and medium. By the time the receiver catches that ball, he's by the sticks. It's a great play to go out and execute against a lot of different defenses and a lot of different down distances.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the first down like they did right there.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's
nothing but green ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Notre Dame! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Canes in the hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Now now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Handoff to the lone back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
And the Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Turns it loose. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that second and 3.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pulls it in. It's Peters. Ripping through the defense. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Fast motion from the offense. On the move. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap. Makes it past the marker. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 6 over Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game, you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
At the 35, he's got room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wide out in motion. Quarterback keeps it.
The ball carried by the quarterback. No gain on the play.
It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. A first down for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. At the 40, there he goes. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Now on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And This is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the